Chapter 21. Law of Redundancy. Life always keeps reserves to prevent collapse. Life never places the entirety of its survival on a single point. Never on one individual, never on one mechanism, never on one energy pathway, and never on one species. Life protects itself through redundancy. Systemic reserves that ensure when one pathway fails, another takes over. This is one of the most important principles behind the continuity of the world. Redundancy. How life avoids a single point of failure. If a system has only one way to survive, that system is fragile. Because of that, life creates backup systems. DNA has self-repair capabilities, cells possess alternative metabolic pathways, tissues maintain backup blood supplies. Ecosystems contain multiple scavengers. Populations carry genetic variation, and Earth hosts countless forms of life occupying different niches. No important function is left alone. Every critical process has reserves. Variation is redundancy in genetic form. Evolution does not create one perfect life form, but millions of different forms, so the world does not depend on a single design. Genetic variation makes populations resistant to disease, prepares adaptation when environments change, and ensures no single species carries all the risk. Diversity is not decoration. Diversity is the guarantee of survival. Ecosystems survive because they have many backup players. In ecology, every role is played by multiple species. If one species goes extinct, another takes over part of its function. If one predator disappears, another emerges. If one plant dies, another grows into its place. That is why the world does not collapse because of the loss of one species. The world collapses when redundancy disappears layer by layer. Metabolism has multiple backup pathways. Cells never depend on a single mechanism. If oxygen disappears, cells switch to fermentation. If certain nutrients vanish, cells use alternative pathways. If temperature rises, backup proteins activate to prevent damage. If DNA is damaged, reserve repair enzymes begin to work. Life survives because it always has plans B, C, D, E, and beyond. Redundancy reduces the risk of systemic collapse. Major disasters do not always destroy the world. What destroys the world is the disappearance of reserve layers. A simple example: when forests lose too many species, ecosystems may collapse. When oceans lose too many plankton varieties, food chains collapse. When humans standardize agriculture, vulnerability increases. When the body loses immune reserves, even minor illnesses can become deadly. Life does not collapse because of one problem. Life collapses because all reserves disappear. Humans, the species most opposed to redundancy and therefore the most fragile. Modern humans eliminate many systemic reserves: monoculture farming, dependence on a handful of technologies, economic standardization, identical global systems, the loss of cultural variation, and the destruction of biodiversity. All of this makes the human survival system fragile instead of strong. Civilizations do not collapse because of one massive attack, but because invisible reserves disappear. Redundancy, the guarantee that life continues. Redundancy is the law that ensures life never depends on a single possibility. Those with reserves survive. Those without reserves collapse. From cells to ecosystems, from microbes to humans, life survives not through perfection, but through layers of reserves that take over whenever one layer fails. Redundancy is not waste. Redundancy is the reason life never stops.